Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the defending Super Bowl champs introduced to this fired-up crowd here in Foxborough as the Patriots get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now, here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. In motion is Austin Hooper. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt. Back deep is Phillip Dorsett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Patriots take over. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Throwing now is Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
On first down, Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
By 20! By 20!
Play clock winding down. Again, it's Brady. Shreds the tackle. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Sanu, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On second down, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brady now on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in position. The play clock's running down. On second down, here's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Ryan on second down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Alan Branch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. In motion is Austin Hooper. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Everyone's got four down. Wait, 20. Wait, 20. 45.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Amendola with a catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis past the 20 and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 35. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. C.O. Moore from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On the direct snap, Freeman. Now a carry here for Presley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now flying a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley. in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This against a free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he's going to go down again. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In his 5th year from La Tech, here's the lefty Ryan Allen to punt it. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Gillisley. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gillisley in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. To extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Fighting him off. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Got some room at the 30. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on second down. Ryan, and incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run with Gillisley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
20, 20, 51, 53's away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Gillisley, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Brady to throw on second down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dontari Poe. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the... Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brady going to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. In the red zone this time. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target.
Have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
Yeah, punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Ryan. is. He'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Patriots gearing up to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. To throw, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now is Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Ringo. Wait, 20. Wait, 72. Easy.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Easy.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Hey. Four down. Motion. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 1st down, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Patriots, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.